Hello students, welcome to the second episode of the Chapter 6 Political Parties. In this video, you will be learning about the topics are number 1, two different types of parties are there in India. What are they? Number 2 is what are the challenges faced by the political party? Number 3, every political party has to be reformed. So in what way can we reform the political parties and what are the suggestions can we give for this reformation? In connection with this alone, you are going to learn. Along with that, I have included the activity based questions also, which is going to be helpful for your revision purpose. So far, if you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe my channel, give your likes and pass your comments, and don't forget to press the bell button for the future notification. Can we start now? Democracies that follow a federal system all over the world tend to have two kinds of political parties. This is the case in India as well. The Election Commission has laid down detailed criteria of the proportion of votes and seats that a party must get in order to be a recognized party. In India, we have two different party systems, national party and regional party. We have a question in this regard. Differentiate between national political party and regional political party. Under national party, a party that secures at least 6% of total votes in Lok Sabha elections or assembly elections in 4 states and wins at least 4 seats in the Lok Sabha is recognized as a national party. National parties will have influence in more than 3 states. These parties raise issues of national importance. For example, Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, BSP, CPI Marxist and NCP. Now we are moving into the regional party, a party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in an election to the Legislative Assembly of a state and wins at least 2 seats in recognized as a regional party or state party. Regional party will have influence in less than 3 states. These parties raise issues of regional importance. For example, Samajwadi Party, Samta Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal, DMK and ADMK. In India, we have totally 7 recognized national political parties. Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress, Bahujan Samaj Party, Nationalist Congress Party, Communist Party of India, Communist Party of India Marxist, All India Trinamool Congress. In connection with these 7 parties, you can expect the question about any individual political party, founder, ideology, policy, principle and where all they formed the government. In connection with this, you may expect a question. All over the world, people express strong dissatisfaction with the failure of political parties to perform their functions well. This is the case in our country too. Popular dissatisfaction and criticism has focused on 4 problem areas in the working of political parties. Political parties need to face and overcome these challenges in order to remain effective instruments of democracy. Here are the 4 important challenges faced by the political parties. Number 1, lack of internal democracy. Number 2, dynastic succession. Number 3, money and muscle power. Number 4, lack of meaningful choice, the voters. Here is an elaborate explanation about the 4 important challenges of political party. What are the challenges to political parties? Lack of internal democracy. Lack of internal democracy says concentration of power in one or few leaders, no membership register, no meetings, no internal elections, and insufficient information for ordinary members. They do not have scope to influence decisions. The second important challenge is dynasty succession. Leaders have unfair advantage to favor people close to them. Do not practice open and transparent procedure for functioning. Top positions always controlled by family members. The third important challenge is money and muscle power. Under this, people focus on elections, use shortcut methods to win, Moneyed candidates come to power. Rich tend to influence the party. Criminals are supported in order to win elections. The fourth important one is offering of meaningful choice, decline in ideological differences, agreement on fundamental aspects, narrowing down of differences on economic policies, no choice of leadership. So these are all the four important challenges faced by the political party. Now we have a question: how can parties be reformed? Under this topic, three important organizations framed mandatory rules and regulations for a political party. They are as follows. Number one is Constitution, number two is Supreme Court, and number three is Election Commission. To begin with, the Constitution was amended to prevent elected members from changing parties. That is, after electing from one particular party, the MLA or MP shouldn't be changed his party, or he shouldn't switch over to other party. This was done because many elected representatives were indulging in defection in order to become minister or for cash rewards. The second one is Supreme Court passed an order to reduce the influence of money and criminals. Now it is mandatory for every candidate who contests election to file affidavit giving details of his property and criminal cases pending against him. The third important organization is Election Commission. The Election Commission passed an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their organizational elections and file their income tax returns. These three are the mandatory reforms designed by the government. Apart from this, three suggestions are given for the political parties, but the remaining three is not a mandatory one. It is a suggestion. The suggestions are as follows. A law should be made to regulate the internal affairs of political parties. It should be made mandatory for political parties to give minimum number of tickets, about one-third of tickets, to women candidates. There should be state funding of elections. The government should give parties money to support their election expenses. So the last 3 points are suggestions for the reforming political parties. At last, we have come to the important area for the preparation of board examination, that is activity based questions. Here, under the topic of challenges to political parties, you have three different cartoons about Italian Prime Minister Berlusconi, one party country. Attention, these three are the important cartoons given for the topic. The next one is under the reforms of the political party, you have a cartoon, and the last one is after the end of the chapter, you have certain application based questions that also you have to prepare. With this, the chapter comes to an end.